let's talk about healing a negative mindset. Negative mindsets are very real, and they can occur with everyone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. 91% of your thoughts from yesterday will repeat today and tomorrow and the next day, and the cycle goes on and on. Are you surprised? Does it shock you? Now, if these thoughts were highly charged with positivity and feelings of empowerment, that would be amazing. And we wouldn't be having this conversation, would we? Yet the majority of the 91% is fueled by thoughts of fear, worry, negativity, negative mind chatter. It's an unfortunate reality when it comes to the patterns of our mind. The negative beliefs about ourselves become our reality that we create as our own truth. The good news is we can change that. But first, we must fully understand why this vicious cycle of self-abuse is able to continue on autopilot inside of our subconscious mind for 91% of the time. It all begins with the initial inherited pattern of belief that you carry, those beliefs that our ancestors had about themselves, about the world around them. They get passed down through your bloodline for generations. Then, during early years of childhood, your self-belief is impacted by how you interpret the world around you, which is based on how you interact with family, your school, your peers, your friends, teachers. This solidifies your self-identity of who you are. But the truth is, very rarely is it accurate. These are the first thought seeds planted that start the growth of your first thought weeds in your mind. For example, if there is an inherited belief that any employment, any job, anything is better than no job, then you might take a job that undervalues you or doesn't allow you to contribute in your powerful way. The truth is, and the true belief is, that you should take that. Let me re-say that. The truth in this belief that we have, there is a truth in this, that you should, that by taking any job, right, you're going to be financially secure, you're going to be financially taken care of. But not any job, okay, is going to serve your highest good. The negativity in any job is better than no job, and the falsehood is there probably is a better job for you, one that you would feel valued in, that you would enjoy doing every day, that would feed your soul, and that would pay you maybe even more. But there is value in enjoying what we do on a daily basis. But this simple belief that something is better than nothing will actually hold someone back from trying. It holds them back from taking action to find something new, to find a new job. Then they live in the old pattern of something is better than nothing. Okay, and that, like, how do I want to say this? Any desire more than that is wrong. So anything is better than nothing will create an icky feeling in us that if we want something different or more, then there's something wrong about us for wanting that. Now it came out. Right? We may also have proof from our childhood experiences that learning something new is hard. So you might have a negative belief system that a new job would be too difficult, or that the learning curve would take too long. right? Are you holding yourself back because you don't believe you have what is needed, the needed experience or enough education? Follow me? And also, a limiting belief of something is better than nothing will snowball in your mind and set in motion a pattern of struggle in your life, complicating your decisions and making it difficult to take action. But what's interesting is that negative belief is planted in the soil of your subconscious one time when it's lodged. Okay? So, how can this even unleash this cascade of negativity that consumes 91% of your daily thoughts? It doesn't. No. But the pattern that emerge do. Those patterns, those seeds emerge. And it's the snowball that I'm addressing. Here's another example. Let's say you wake up tomorrow and you have a brilliant idea for an online store selling your own artwork. You feel that rush of excitement. You feel empowered. You know you can do it. But then the inherited or the learned beliefs start rearing their negative chatter in your mind, reminding you as the day goes on that you don't have what it takes to own your own business, right? And who, by the way, would even want to purchase your art when there's so many options out there on the internet and maybe even less price? Then you hear that old voice within you say, no one makes money as an artist. Okay? Or artists are always financially broke. The starving artist. We've all heard starving artist, haven't we? So once again, you stop. Once again, you don't take action. You allow the negative voice and the reasons that come with it to rule your actions, to stop you, to rule your day. All day, your thoughts create a feeling of not being good enough. You might even begin to feel stuck in an unfulfilled life, leaving you feeling discouraged. And through your inaction, it's as if you're writing out a negative limiting storyline on a whiteboard. The black marker in your hand writes the phrase, I have no experience for business. It writes, artists are financially broke. It writes, I'm not worthy of doing what I love because what I love doing isn't valuable to others or won't be accepted in society. Or people won't accept me for who I am. These all show up in some way. Then you wake up the next morning, and instead of remembering the excitement you felt about a business idea, you only read what's on the whiteboard from yesterday. So you go about your day, you don't take care of any action on your dreams again. Weeks go by, months come and go, and then the years have arrived. Yeah. In the past, when I was feeling insecure about putting one foot forward or taking action in my dreams, my mother would say to me, Lisa, time goes by anyway. Whether it takes 6 months, a year, or 5 years for your business to grow, it does not matter, except that icky feeling of regret that you will feel 5 years in the future when you realize you could have been somewhere at this point. That matters. There is no time like the present to take action. But what happens when we experience these negative thoughts looping in our mind is that we are rewriting them inside of our mind. We rewrite out more negative phrases that match our lack of belief or our lack of positive action, we repeat this process. We write them out on our mental whiteboard. As the pattern of negativity, negative self-talk consistently emerges, it gains daily momentum. Each day you find your mind simply picking up the marker and finding another negative phrase to match the initial belief. Scribbling this negativity on the whiteboard of your mind over and over and over again, filling it up until you can barely see a speck of whiteboard. There's no whiteboard to be seen under those repeated phases of self-condemnation. So you can see, it only took the seed, that initial seed, that began to grow the weed. It's the conscious pattern of watering these seeds of negativity with self-defeating mental phrases on the whiteboard of your mind that causes you to live a life of self-defeating repetition in one way or another. So let me ask you, are you aware of a negative belief that you remind yourself of? Share it with me below. You know I will respond to you. Are you aware of a negative belief that you remind yourself of frequently? If not daily, it's frequently. Share with me below, because I'd love to help you. So, what's the shift? Because as we said in the beginning, that 91% of our thoughts repeat from the day before, that leaves 9% left to redesign your empowering mind. 9%. So what can you do to replace the 91% of negativity with the 9%? You must return to the whiteboard. But this time, you do not pick up the marker, but you pick up the eraser. I want to help you erase your negative thoughts through a visualization that I've created for you. This will begin the process of retraining your brain. If you are ever interested in working with me to clear inherited patterns from your emotional DNA, comment below and we can chat. This visualization is to help you create new neural pathways. It's a great starting point. So I'll do the visualization and then I will come back in and we can chat. So get comfortable, okay? Get comfortable and let's do a visualization. Here we go. All right. Now, with your eyes closed, and preferably with your feet on the ground, take a breath of air into your lungs, filling your lungs to capacity. On the exhale, just release the day's tensions and any worries you might have. The next breath is a belly breath. Breathing into your stomach, expanding your stomach to capacity as you imagine a cord attached to the inside of your belly button and the other end attached to your spinal cord. On the exhale, sense, feel, and imagine the cord pulling your stomach muscles back, pulling your stomach all the way back to your vertebrae, activating the central nervous system. Beautiful. Last breath, filling your lungs back to capacity. As you imagine your breath continuing up, further up into your brain, activating the right and left hemisphere and activating the cells of your body to release what doesn't serve you anymore. Now, returning your breath to a normal flow as I count from 3 to 1. 1. You are becoming more relaxed. 2. The sounds around you will always allow you to go deeper relaxed. 1. You sense, feel, and imagine that you are standing in a room within your mind, in the frontal cortex of your brain. The room is empty, with the exception of a large whiteboard. Curious, as you walk up to the whiteboard of your mind, you begin to see up close all of the negative phrases, a lifetime of them, days, months, and years of them. So much so that there is not any more white space left on the board. The words are layered on top of each other, as if you could see them in 3D. Your soul is very aware and activating within you a deep sense of power and knowingness that these thoughts, these words, old stories and false beliefs are not the true essence of who you are. Your true self is made from eternal expansion for eternal expansion. You notice an eraser attached to the side of the whiteboard. Put your hand on it and take it off the wall. Next, place the eraser flat against the whiteboard. Begin. Begin to wipe the board back and forth, taking the eraser as you go back and forth, wiping away falsehoods. With each swipe of your eraser, watch as your negativity falls away. Notice the whiteboard begin to show through. At first, it's gray. Continue sweeping the board back and forth with the eraser. There you go. You're doing great. You are wiping away old thought patterns of phrases. I am powerless. I have no value. It's too late. You're wiping away why bother. You're wiping away I am worthless. I'm a loser. You're wiping away self-criticism, self-deprivation, and thought patterns that you do dumb things. Clearing old beliefs that you're too old. Erasing the belief that people see the worst in you. And erasing the belief that having just enough money keeps me humble. Keep erasing those negative words. Keep erasing those phrases. You're not done yet. There you go. A little bit more. Now, pause. Take a step back and look at the pristine, fresh canvas, the clean whiteboard that's ready to have you redesign your mind. Notice a marker also attached to the side of the whiteboard. Putting the eraser back, you take the marker in your hand. And with the marker, you begin to write the fresh seed of a new belief. Write, I am worthy. To have positive beliefs and positive thoughts. I accept myself. I am lovable. I am worthy of more financial abundance. Now you will see that as you water these positive seeds daily with certainty, with your new empowered statements, as you are empowered to think and believe positively, you will be able to continue forward with these thoughts. And with each positive statement by your own hand that you've written, you invite in the new ways, new opportunities of living a healthier life, a happier life, an abundant life. You will choose to daily write positive mental beliefs on your mental whiteboard now and moving forward. As you know it serves your highest good to have positive neural pathways in your mentality, in your brain. Beautiful work anchoring these positive beliefs into your subconscious as they are forever with you now. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, I will count from 1 to 3, and you will come back to your original space with clarity and inner peace. 1, bringing your awareness back to your body. 2, activating the cells of your body with your new integrated positive mentality and self-acceptance. 3, eyes wide open as you are now fully accepting of receiving the answers you seek and the positivity mentality that you deserve. It is in your divine right to think positively, and you are complete. Okay. No matter what you do or how much formal high education I went through during my lifetime, Madalena, you don't feel like you're enough. I get it. I understand that. And I have people that come to me a lot. And you know what's interesting? And I'm telling you this to give you some perspective. You would think that this mindset would be limited to like certain categories of people. You would be very, very surprised at how many people feel this way. How many people, no matter how much education they feel, they don't believe that they're enough to move forward. They still don't believe. I so feel you here, okay? And I want you to know it doesn't have to stay this way. It doesn't. But I completely understand where you are. That's a definite one I want you erasing on your mind, okay? Out of that mind of yours. You're way too creative, Madalena, and you're smart. And it really, in the world we live in right now, there has never been a better time where people are less judgmental around education. True statement, okay? So Erase that one, my dear. And you've got a thought of you're too old, not enough self-belief. So Rose, I get it. And this can actually formulate when we're quite young, believe it or not. When you were young, and I'm going to use an example of one way that this can begin to formulate. There was a time in society where like women quit working at 40, if they even were allowed to work, right? Right. I'm talking about in the career world, or they retired at 50, or there's certain cultures where women kind of retire from society at a certain age. Or if you had a grandmother who wouldn't tell you her age because she said she was too old. You with me? Or if you had a belief that by the time you were 40, you were supposed to arrive at a certain place, like you were supposed to have already accomplished it. There is a lot of people that would believe by the time they're 40, they need to have made their millions, had their success, and ready to retire, but choose not to, type of thing. So it's a very, very common belief, and it can be very common among people that are 50 and older. When the truth is, 50 and older are the generation that are really blossoming right now. They're the ones that are saying, hey, wait a minute, there's more to life. And also that is because of the world we live in right now, with the knowledge we have around health, the blessing of technology and medicine at where it is, we have an opportunity to live longer. There's, I hear you when you say that. I understand. Yeah. And it is a belief you can let go of. I promise. You can clear this. Okay. What else do we have here? Thoughts of betrayal and being disregarded by others. Madalena, you probably have been. You probably have had even friends back in high school, or a sibling or somebody that you felt betrayed by. So the feeling within you, that vibration within you is alive. It's very real. So then it causes the mind to repeat to you that it needs to stay safe by feeding you these fears so you don't get hurt again. I know it sounds complicated. It's not, okay? I understand. I understand fearing what other people are going to think and expecting that in the end you're going to be betrayed. I love you, okay? I hear you. Okay. Let me keep going here and see if I see any others. You can come back, Pamela and Jean, and as soon as I'm done here, it will go automatically on replay, and it lives in the feed, everyone. And if I see, I can go up, copy the link, put it back down in the feed, and tag you if you don't see it, but it's in the same feed that you're commenting to me, right underneath the video you're watching me on. It will stay live in the group there. And sometimes, Facebook algorithms in the group, even, you have to scroll. Then tomorrow it'll be up in the featured items where there'll be live videos, okay? So just know that. And then I will come back in here when I get off and respond to your questions, all right? But my intention is for you that you can start retraining your brain to clear out the negative thoughts, stop those patterns, and really integrate positive thinking, positive thoughts. That's what I want for you. Everybody. Ron, I didn't get to say hi to you. I'm saying hi to you now. All right? And I'm grateful you're on live with me. All right, dear ones, I love you, and I'm grateful you're here with me. Bye-bye.